Hello, this is Tina from Content Creators Club, and I'm so excited to walk through this this newsletter deep dive on the subtle art of making money as a creator. But before I go ahead and get started, make sure you grab the freebie in the description below, or if you're watching this on my newsletter from my newsletter, make sure to check out the offer below this video as well. But we are not covering over noodles, we are covering over the subtle art of making money as a creator. So, with that being said, let's kind of go ahead and get into today's content. So, I really I kind of like to do this thing whenever I write my newsletters of like give a story, give a layout, give everything, and then I'll give a lesson, then I'll give a call to action. But this is the story, right? This actually happened fairly recently. But it definitely was like a let's get breakfast on me type of day because my partner wasn't really feeling so great and they were kind of bummed out, and so I just thought to myself like let me cheer them up, like let me take the time to do that. And honestly, like who doesn't fucking love like free breakfast? Like I will gladly take free breakfast. If you can give me free pancakes, like I'll take it. But as we were eating, like I ordered a skirt steak skillet. I'm a skillet person, love that. He ordered chilaquiles. We went to like this Mexican breakfast fusion restaurant and it was really great. But we really like got to talking, and so he kind of like said to me, he's like, Tina, like business doesn't make sense to me. And I was kind of confused, right? Because I've been with this person for, about 6 years, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like what do you mean business doesn't make sense to you? Like I talk about it all the time. And so they're like, Tina, I know about your business, but I just don't understand the make money niche. Or that's kind of like what we landed it on. And they're just like, it just seems purposeless to me. And I can understand that piece, but as they go on, they say like, explain this concept to me. Like people pay other people money to help them make money, and then that person goes on to help another person make money. And it honestly, like as they were describing it to me, it sounded like a clusterfuck because it really in some ways is like, especially in the make money niche, is like I'm gonna help you make money so that you can make money, and then you're gonna go make money for somebody else. Like it's just like a whole like circular system, right? Like maybe that's just like how business works, but like it is a definitely interesting niche. And we were talking about this because I was eating breakfast and I was like, so basically you're like wondering what the hell I do because I would say like I'm somewhat in the make money niche. And they're like, yeah. And I kind of brought up like this pen, right? Because we were sending our bill. And I was like, this is a whole circular system, right? Like we went to this restaurant because we did not want to cook. And we paid money to this restaurant and they make a handsome profit, right? That business also makes money so that they could buy this pen, which also helps them make money because then this pen helps them sign, checks and receipts, right? So it's this whole circular system where we're all helping each other. Whether you're in the make money niche or not, like you are helping someone, but you are giving someone more value, and in exchange you get money for that value. So for example, I really love this restaurant because they make a great skirt steak skillet better than I can. Granted, I don't love to cook, so that's not really like a far reach. But like I value their cooking abilities and I pay them money because I value their cooking abilities more so than what I will actually like. The value of like what they make is higher than what I paid, if that makes sense, right? And you always want to be in that situation, right? Because here's the thing, like anyone can make money, but I've literally seen someone sell air for millions of dollars. Look up air real estate in New York. I think that's the term. Like a little tangential story here was I was in New York and I was at Katz Delicatessen. Maybe I'm not pronouncing that right, but I went to Katz. Great pastrami. Love that place. Every time I'm in New York, I always go there. And the guy behind the counter was telling me about like the air and how they sold the air above the restaurant. And I was like, what do you mean you sold air? It's like, oh, it's the rights to above the restaurant. And it was like a couple, like definitely like hundreds of millions. And I'm like, so you're telling me you sold air for millions of dollars? And he essentially said yes. And so that's my prime example. Like anyone truthfully can make money. If you can sell fucking air, you can make money, right? And so this is the one thing though, that just because you can make money doesn't mean that everybody can do this one thing, right? And that one thing is create transformations that exceed the cost that you pay. Remember that example that I mentioned of like the skillet, right? Like, I value the cooking ability of the chefs at this restaurant more than the money that I paid, right? It's so they created a transformation for me where I was able to, get more than what I paid for because I see the value as higher than the money that I give, right? And so, like, a perfect example is like the digital product space. Like, believe me, like nobody really like buys courses because they want to see screen share videos. Like, nobody really wants to see that. But they're not necessarily paying for screen share videos, right? They're not necessarily paying for your words on the page or on the screen, right? They're paying for experience, strategies, and real world case studies, right? I buy a course, I pay a coach to help me with certain areas in my life and in my business because I value their experience because I do not want to, make my life harder. Paying for something is also in some ways paying for a shortcut, right? Like, I paid for a restaurant to make me breakfast because that was a shortcut on my time for not creating my own breakfast, as an example, right? And so that's what is important, right? Like, we live in a patientless society where everybody wants the answer now. And if your goal is to make money as a creator, focus more on how you can create a transformation for your customer in less time, right? Because if you can help someone shorten the time it takes to get to the transformation, then you've created value. Like, time is one of those things that is more important than money. And the goal should always be, how can I do things in less time? And so that is exactly what my collab membership is all about, because I share with you all the must know collaborations that you need to know for the month so that you could build your dream audience in less than 20 minutes a month. Therefore, I do all the upfront research so you don't have to spend the time to actually looking for it and doing all those things and all that crap. Like, this membership gives you all the collaborations in the month so that you know what to apply for, where to go to, so that you can grow your email list with an audience filled with buyers that actually wants to hear from you. So I have this question. Can I help you build your dream audience? I hope so. So in 1 hour, at the time of releasing this video, I'm actually going to be releasing our collaborations email to all of our collab members. So if you want to be on that list of individuals who gets that collaborations email, definitely sign up for the membership and I'll add you to the list accordingly. But I also want to give you a bonus. If you sign up for the annual membership today, I'll send you my number one no work revenue stream that helps me add $1,000 of no work revenue to my content business, and it works really well with collaborations. Works really well with this membership. So sign up to be an annual member and I'll send that your way. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.